Hello, everyone, and welcome. We're so glad you can join us. My name is Erica Leverson from EDL Investments, a Baton Rouge, Louisiana technology company that is a Microsoft Cloud provider. Today, I'll show you how Microsoft technologies can make it easier for your team to execute your mission. We'll walk through some discounts and offers designed especially for nonprofits. And I'll explain how Microsoft Cloud Services can help you do more to make a greater impact. As you know, the COVID-19 pandemic has put added pressure on organizations worldwide. For nonprofits, this not only meant scrambling to reinvent things like fundraising and volunteer coordination, but at the same time, the need for your social, environmental, and humanitarian services increased globally. For many of you, there was a demand to explore online fundraising options, find new ways to measure your impact, and ensure the security of your constituent and donor data as many staff transition away from in person offices. I'm here today to tell you we hear you. Microsoft works with more than 225,000 nonprofits, helping them tackle the world's biggest challenges. Microsoft is committed to the nonprofit industry, providing ready to use technology like grants, discounts, capacity building, connections with supportive partners, and social investment to help organizations just like yours. Today I'll talk through some offers designed especially for nonprofits. Microsoft launched the Microsoft Cloud for Nonprofit to deliver a connected, intelligent platform to empower staff and volunteers to focus on the work that matters most, their mission. Under the umbrella of Microsoft Cloud for Nonprofit, there are many offers, including popular ones such as Microsoft 365 Business Premium discounted licenses, Azure Cloud Credit, and free and discounted licenses of Dynamics 365 and Power Platform. We'll focus our talk today on the Business Premium offer for just $5.50 per month per user. The regular price is $26.40 per month. That's a 75% discount. This offer is really designed to help you lay the foundation of what you do, enabling you to deliver your mission effectively and securely. As your organization grows or evolves, Microsoft can help you take advantage of the Azure Cloud offer to migrate some of your applications. On the cloud, you can empower your staff to work from anywhere and at the same time, improve security, and even lower your operating costs. And for those who want to drive deeper engagement with constituents, modernize financial systems, and build agile business processes, Dynamics 365 and Power Platform can get you there. So let's dive into what's included in Microsoft 365 Business Premium and how it can help your nonprofit easily improve cybersecurity, reduce costs, and empower staff and volunteers to work from anywhere. Microsoft Business Premium is a collection of applications and services, many of which you're probably already familiar with, such as Teams, Outlook, PowerPoint, SharePoint, Word, OneDrive, and Excel. Along with the tools you might already be using, there's a whole host of other applications and services within Business Premium you might not have heard of before. For instance, bookings is an easy way to organize schedules and manage appointments, perfect for finding a time to connect with beneficiaries and even letting beneficiaries schedule themselves at a time that works for them. And Planner helps you easily and simply manage all your daily tasks and or plan large events like an annual gala. So with Shifts, you can organize your entire team's work schedules to coordinate things like volunteer run events and store staffing with ease. And with using approvals, you can centralize all your requests from staff, board members, and volunteers all in one place. Forms allows you to create surveys and polls to collect feedback from your board or take the pulse of donor satisfaction. Things like Excel, Word, Outlook, Teams, and SharePoint are likely already enabling your day to day work. For everything from communicating with your board to you tracking development or engaging with donors. When you try out in apps like Shifts to empower volunteers to own their schedules from anywhere or approvals to unite all your signature requests, you can easily improve and simplify essential workflows for everyone you touch. Let's take a look at a company called Cahoots. Facing the COVID-19 pandemic, Cahoots had to immediately shift all its staff to remote work. As a small nonprofit that runs in person camps for kids with disabilities, that was easier said than done. Cahoots employees needed to find new ways to continue serving its kids. So, working with a technology partner, Cahoots transitioned to Microsoft 365 so its staff could work remotely and devise new programming that didn't require face to face activities. Using Planner and Teams, Cahoots was able to keep its campers informed of new activities, align remote team members on tasks, and tackle business planning. Where Cahoots directors used to rely on an Excel spreadsheet for business planning, now they use Planner, which keeps everyone accountable for their individual tasks. Now that you know what's included in Business Premium, I'll show how nonprofits are combining these applications and services to really drive efficiencies and create more impact. In the following sections, we'll focus on four key scenarios where you can apply Microsoft technologies to know your donors and supporters, deliver effective programming, accelerate mission outcomes, secure donor, program, and participant data. We'll only touch on a few applications and services per scenario just to paint a picture of what you can do. But of course, there's a lot more that the full package of Business Premium can do. These days, knowing your donors and supporters means you need to be able to engage your constituents anytime from anywhere. Through SharePoint, you can securely share documents with grantors and have them contribute in real time. For instance, if you need their input on any impact metrics you were including in a grant report, you can securely send them the document, capture their comments, then edit accordingly. As many of you experience in-person events are now largely online. So with Business Premium, you can host a Teams webinar for your next board meeting or to connect with volunteers. And for more high-profile remote events, Teams Live events lets you stream to large audiences. Let's see what this looks like in practice. For the American Cancer Society, the donor relationship completely changed in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. But with Teams, the organization's fundraising team could create custom experiences for supporters with unique backgrounds during virtual meetings and use emojis, GIFs, and polls to connect more meaningfully. As an added bonus, American Cancer Society was able to reduce overhead by converting many of its in-person meetings to virtual experiences in Teams. Next, we'll talk through some examples of how Business Premium can help you deliver effective programming. For many of you, programming is at the core of what you do. With these applications and services, you can streamline your day to build your engagements more efficiently and keep everyone on the same page. For instance, you can use bookings to simplify how your constituents reach out for help or schedule appointments with you. Bookings provides a website where you can simply pick available slots to access a service or meet with a staff member. And Shifts is a feature in Microsoft Teams that can help you manage your team shift patterns. For example, if you have volunteers who can only work certain days of the week, you can set their shifts and see where you need additional. The beauty is everyone can see the information in real time, so it minimizes the back and forth communication. And with shifts, volunteers and employees can request, schedule, and swap their shifts right in the app, reducing schedule management tasks, freeing up staff time for more important things. And with forms, you can just quickly and easily poll staff, volunteers, or board members to capture information. You can visualize it, share with your broader team. Let's say you wanted your board to provide anonymous feedback in a virtual meeting, or you want to ask hundreds of volunteers to provide their availability. Forms can help you get it done. And lastly, Planner gives you a better handle on the task management that drives your programs and projects. Planner can help you track your staff, contribute to specific program activities, and also link that time back to funding. So let's look at a real world example and see how one nonprofit is using the apps and tools included with Business Premium to stay connected and deliver services right when and where they're needed. Team Rubicon, which deploys thousands of volunteers to help in disaster zones, needed to develop a volunteer management system to ensure emergency supplies and personnel were delivered to the right locations at the right time. Using a suite of connected Microsoft solutions, including Office 365, Teams, Azure, and Dynamics 365, Team Rubicon created a unified system that even organizes the hiring and onboarding process for new volunteers. Now, on the other end of programming are your mission outcomes. Business premium applications and services can help you accelerate your mission outcomes by giving you a better handle on your data. These scenarios are all about measuring impact and data driven decision making. For instance, when you host a meeting or event in Teams, all the information from that conversation is captured in one place. And if you layer it in forms, you can poll your participants right there in the meeting and keep their responses connected with that meeting. When you use SharePoint to house your Excel spreadsheets, it becomes so much easier to share and collaborate in real time. No more version control on your financials. OneDrive allows multiple people to edit a document at the same time. This makes for a single source of truth around impact per dollar, so staff can communicate confidently with funders, and because you're using Excel, security is built right in. Mercy Housing, which is an affordable housing nonprofit, was experiencing significant growth and has set an ambitious plan to add more than 9,000 more affordable housing units to its property portfolio in just 4 months. But its old IT systems couldn't scale and accommodate new growth. By migrating its on-premises infrastructure to the cloud, Mercy Housing was able to take advantage of cloud-based applications like SharePoint. And with SharePoint, Azure, and the rest of the Microsoft 365, the organization was able to streamline data entry from its resident workshops, which freed up staff to focus on program delivery. And finally, did you know that Business Premium can help you keep donor, program, and participant data secure? A great feature of cloud based services is that your team can securely access the documents they need from any device at any time. This is crucial for today's remote workforce and ensures nonprofits can keep pace with a changing landscape. For instance, as staff use their work and personal devices in the field or at home, you can restrict access to sensitive files that contain things like payment details or health information. And to make sure this happens across your organization, you can use auto classification features in SharePoint, OneDrive, and Exchange using labels. Because security is so important for nonprofits, there are a few security features of Business Premium I would like to highlight. First, data loss prevention helps nonprofits prevent the intentional or accidental exposure of sensitive information. For example, data loss preventions make sure donor information can be shared with others inside the organization, but can restrict the ability to share it externally. Exchange Online Archiving enables nonprofits to solve archiving, compliance, regulatory, and e-discovery challenges. Think of your email inbox and how it likely stores large amounts of potentially sensitive information. Leaking that information is a serious threat, and online archiving helps you stay compliant and secure while storing information such as financial data, legal contracts, and donor information. And because Office 365 message encryption works with Outlook.com, Yahoo, Gmail, and other email services, it's perfect for nonprofits working with volunteers. Using safe attachments, advanced threat protection protects nonprofits by scanning all incoming email for malware, malicious links, and spoofing. If it identifies anything as a phishing attempt, it can block the email from reaching your inbox in the first place. Azure Information Protection protects your sensitive information no matter who you share it with and can recommend and then automatically protect documents as the user is creating or saving them. And finally, Intune allows you to precisely control how users access and utilize data in Office 365 and other mobile apps, irrespective of the device being company owned or the user's own device, be that a Windows, Apple, or Android device. Because Microsoft 365 Business Premium is a subscription, it's updated regularly with new capabilities. For defending against cyber threats, you have Office 365 Advanced Threat Protection, which we covered on the previous slide. Microsoft Defender, an anti-malware component of Windows. Azure multi-factor authentication, a two-step verification solution that safeguards data and applications. And self-service password writeback, which enables password changes to be written back to an existing on-premise directory in real time. To protect your business data, you have security capabilities such as Office 365 data loss prevention, Azure Information Protection P1, Exchange Online Archiving, and conditional access, which enforces different policies depending on location, device, or application type. Human Appeal is an international relief and development agency. It needed to modernize its technology to reach its more than 850 volunteers spread across remote areas. The organization was also facing increased security threats and needed a more secure solution. Human Appeal began using SharePoint and Teams as a secure hub for all its communication with staff and volunteers, and boosted security to prevent security attacks. For example, using Microsoft Intune, Human Appeal can wipe and secure devices remotely and turn on Teams and SharePoint for staff members to use on their own devices. Using Intune, Human Appeal knows all its users, whether office based or in the field, and can access data securely. PowerApps is one of the applications that comes with your Microsoft Business Premium subscription. PowerApps allows you to build mobile and web apps that will collect data for your organization. I will show you some pre-built templates for PowerApps that Microsoft have for the nonprofit industry. Microsoft Cloud for Nonprofit provides out-of-the-box CRM templates in PowerApps, which is an application included in your Microsoft Business Premium subscription. You have fundraiser, grant management, outcome management, and volunteer management template app. Fundraiser build a fundraising solution that unifies fundraising and constituent data. Build a solution Grant management build a solution that enables grantors and grantees to manage the grant cycle end to end. Outcome management build an outcome management solution that enables program teams to gain insights on project outcomes and impact. And volunteer management equip volunteer managers with the tools they need to simplify volunteer recruiting, onboarding, retention, and reporting. But we're going to do a demo with the fundraising app. So I'm going to select add, and we go here to the bottom right and select deploy. If you want to, you can actually add fundraising sample data. We're going to skip that. Here you need to select a Power Platform environment for fundraising. I advise you to actually create your actual environment before coming here to deploy a template. So I have one created already. And next. Alright, so it created a deployment summary and nickname for me already. And I just you have to click here to acknowledge that you have read and agree to the terms and click next. And the required configurations have already been installed and configured here. So I'm not going to select deploy because it takes like 30 minutes. I'm going to show you one that's already deployed. So here is the fundraiser template app after it has been deployed. And we're going to go through the navigation here on the left side. So we have under my work, we have activities, which is interactions with donors such as emails, tasks, appointments, and phone calls. And underneath relationships, we have accounts that represent a business, company, or organization. Under contacts, it represents an individual constituent such as a donor, a member, partner, or volunteer. This includes demographic and contact information and an engagement timeline. So appeals and package are fundraisers. Underneath gift management, donor commitments, that's donors' intent to give in the future. We have payment schedules. The payment schedule page shows recurring donations and pledge schedules.
Transactions. That page shows payment type and includes detailed transaction information about the donor, the dates, amounts, payment and processing information, and the intent of the donor. We have gift batches. That page you can group transactions and donor commitments into batches. And the donation imports, that page provides a staging area for the creation of transactions, payment schedules, donor commitments, and donors according to gift operation business processes. We have receipts. That page shows either a receipt of donation or an acknowledgement of donation. Right, and underneath the financial section, we have destinations. Destinations are related to donor commitments, payment schedules, and transactions. Destination is also the connection point to financial systems. And designated credits on this page, designated credits are related to transactions to support payments where the amount is allocated to multiple destinations. And destination plans on this page, destination plans serve an almost identical role as a designated credit, but do so for donor commitments and payment schedules because these records can exist before the creation of transactions. All right, so let's take a look at how the accounts page look. We're going to click on Sandra Halley Foundation, and you could take a look at here on the details that's on here with the account information, the constituent details, the primary contact, and the address. And you can view the timeline of when she was contacted or when this foundation was contacted. You can go over here to the details page. This is the contact preferences. For example, if the preferred method of contact is could be any, or if they prefer certain ways to be contacted through email, phone, fax, or mail, or if they don't want to be contacted at all, they will choose here. In the given preferences, if they want to remain anonymous, this can be selected, and how they want their receipt, it can also be selected too if they want it to be through email. This section right here shows how they were given. The active transactions for fundraising is here. For this Sandra Haller Foundation, we have the active donor commitments for fundraising if they had it here, and active payment schedule for fundraising. In the primary contact information, have details similar as well. It also shows the primary constituent type, and this is a consider a partner, and how they were contact was through a board member. You'll select that in this selection here. All right, and this is another feature I want to show you, that if you want to export any of the data that's in this template out to Excel, you simply can go over here and select Excel and actually export this in the Excel sheet. But if you prefer a customized app, you can either build one from scratch using PowerApps, or simply describe what you need using a prompt in Microsoft Copilot for PowerApps, and AI will help you build it for you.
So, as you think about the technology you have and your vision for how to use technology in the future, we're here to make it real. EDL Investments will help you buy, set up, and start using technology that's purpose built to help you and your teams. If you'd like to take advantage of the offers for nonprofits, including the business premium offer, you first need to register your organization. Microsoft has partnered with TechSoup to review your organization's missions and activities to determine your eligibility for the program. What are the eligibility requirements for the Microsoft Nonprofit Program? Organizations must hold recognized legal charitable status as defined in their countries or be a public library or public museum, have a mission to benefit the broader community, or attest to Microsoft's anti discrimination policy. Thank you so much for your time today. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. As you reflect on what we've discussed, I'm leaving you with these resources to help you learn more. If you need guidance from a Microsoft partner throughout the process, my company, EDL Investments, will be happy to assist. We offer in kind donations of basic technical services for Microsoft applications to nonprofit organizations, which is at no cost to you.